Hi, everyone. Welcome to this very special episode of Lodestar's Lending Leaders. This is our final episode of our summer series that we've been doing over the last few months as we gear up for a very exciting season two that we're really excited to bring you starting next week. I'm joined once again by our marketing manager for all seasons, Elena Gardner. Elena, thanks for joining. We're
Yeah,
gonna kind of bookend how we started this summer, talking about some millennial terms, but more specifically, Hot Girl Summer.
yeah,
If you haven't listened to that, highly recommend it. And what we really just want to do is, talk about the promise of Hot Girl Summer and in review what happened, how do you feel about this summer, looking ahead to the fall, and really just going from there.
yeah. I think overall it's been everything kind of I thought the summer would be. It was definitely uh, a lot of people out of office, everyone taking
Yeah,
vacation, which was exactly what we anticipated. And it was a lot of fun just to like get out of the office and actually like leave my house as well.
yeah.
Like we didn't do that in 2020, so it was very exciting. I saw the ocean. Great.
I think I love the ocean, so really support that in general. And I think a lot of kind of the promise and what was behind Hot Girl Summer or Hot Guy Summer, we don't
Mm-hmm.
discriminate here, was the idea that there's just been that much pent up angst of
Mm-hmm.
vacations, of dating, of anything like that, and kind of that all coming out over the course of the summer. And I noticed too, the times I did go on vacation, it was packed. It was
Mm-hmm.
traffic everywhere. I've never had worse traffic traveling than I have this summer. The places where we go on vacation were just absolutely jam packed every single time. So with now Labor Day coming up, I'm just kind of excited to do one more trip, but also already frustrated about the traffic in advance. But I
Yeah.
think to your point, there were a lot of people traveling, a lot of people out of office. It's definitely been slow. It seems like on kind of the working end, or people are just trying to cover for coworkers, take their own vacation that's been
Mm-hmm.
built up, and really just go from there.
Yeah, and I definitely think we thought a lot within Lodestar as well. We have a very exciting announcement and exciting things happening over here that we're really excited to announce next week. And I think, we did a lot of work this summer, but also, the you were on vacation, then I was on vacation, then
Yeah.
someone else was on vacation, and it didn't, I don't think, hamper our productivity because we actually, I think, still got a lot done. But it was definitely, we dealt with that same kind of struggle of juggling of like, you know, at the beginning of your vacation, you're calling me. At the end of my vacation, I'm calling you just
Right.
so we can have that successful handoff. And I think that's something that's been really showcased is, it's important to have systems and technology in place to help you with that handoff so you
Mhm.
don't miss things as you have coworkers leave.
Yeah, I've had a few of those situations where I talk to someone and it's like, okay, see you in 3 weeks. And I just kept a running list of things to talk about, so I wasn't bothering you or anyone else over vacation. So and you always deal with some of that in the summer, but it
Mm-hmm.
definitely seems a little bit more now. And we would be remiss. I know Hot Girl Summer, Hot Guy Summer is specifically about dating, and some of our listeners who are single, unlike you and I, Elena, who are both married.
Yes.
Um, of really wanted us to make sure that that was properly addressed on this podcast. And
Yes.
I think from what I understand, is it very much lived up to the hype of Hot Girl Summer, especially in cities where people were just generally excited to connect with people, even just on an emotional level or
Mm-hmm.
a personal level in a way that they hadn't before. And that was one feedback I got from one of our most avid listeners was, yeah, people are just excited to talk to each other and like meet new people again in a way that hadn't really been happening.
Yeah, it was definitely great. I got to see a lot of friends this summer that hadn't in the past and spend some quality time with them. And it was just a lot. It was great. It was absolutely amazing. And I'm excited for the fall, but also I'm not fully excited for it as well. So
Well, let's talk about that now with summer coming to a close. What things are you expecting for the fall? What are you excited about? What are you not excited about?
So first of all, I want to coin this, and I'm going to swear. So this isn't a podcast for children. I call this basic bitch fall, because it has to be that way. I'm so sorry, and I fully accept it as a basic
Sure.
bitch. So I'm really excited for pumpkin spice lattes and sweaters and just being outside. I absolutely love the fall, and it's definitely not the same in Pennsylvania as it is in New England. New England fall is one of the best things that will ever exist. Um, it's so pretty and beautiful. But I'm definitely excited for all of that. I am personally a sweater person. I love the fall until it gets too cold, and then it's winter, and then I'm over it. So
I am a fan of sweater weather in general. As someone grew up in New England, I can definitely understand kind of the niceness of the fall. I think whatever the guy version of a basic bitch is, I'm excited for that aspect of the summer.
I mean, I
We
feel
call
like
it
it's,
basic bro. So
yeah, basic bro. I think that's a good term. Yeah.
I have my fantasy football draft coming up. I'm ready for pumpkin beers. There's uh, football season in general. I feel like a lot of basic bro things that are going to be happening in the fall as well.
Yeah.
And kind of the nerd in me is just always excited to be like back to normal work too.
Yeah,
Um,
there's
yeah.
definitely some sort of like checkout that happens in the summer, no matter what you do.
Mhm.
Like, because it's nice outside, or it's way too
Yeah.
hot outside, or anything like that. You're like, oh, I
Right.
want to do all these other things, and you're so
Mhm.
focused on that.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to kind of have that return to normalcy. And
Mhm.
my husband is works with students, so it's definitely a lot of that prep of like, I've grown very accustomed to that workflow, and I know you have as well, of just like, we're preparing for students are coming, and even though I don't work in that industry, it's always something that's been a part of my life. So like the school year is very defined as
Yes,
like
today was actually the first
school
day I
year.
had to wake up on the school schedule again,
Mm-hmm.
because my wife works in a school, so it was definitely that back to school feeling a little bit, which makes me nostalgic. Like I don't dislike it, um, but it's definitely interesting, kind of running things, on the school year as many folks do, with kids
Mm-hmm.
or if they have jobs that revolve around the school year, anything like that. So definitely appreciate the structure. I think one of the things that I would usually look forward to a little bit more in the fall, which won't quite be the same, is conference season, right?
Yeah.
Because there's usually a break from May till about a week after Labor Day, when one of the first conferences kicks off. So that's going to be looking differently this year,
Yeah.
especially with, there's kind of been a looming, what's this fall going to be like with the Delta variant, with, um,
Yeah.
you know, parts of the country still really suffering. So there's a lot of uncertainty as well, and which I think made everyone kind of embrace summer a little bit longer while we can.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel that myself. Is like, it almost feels like this return to not normalcy, because I don't want to call it normal, but
Yeah.
this unprecedented time that we've been living in for the last year and a half is just like that, going back to questioning, is being like, am I making the right choice? Am I making the
Yeah.
right choice for my family, for my coworkers, for the people around me? And I think we can all just do the best that we can with the information that we have. And it's just very it's slightly scary, but at the same time, we'll get through it, and conference season will happen one way or another.
Yep, that is true. We will figure it out. If there's one thing that people in the mortgage industry will do, is conference. So
So yeah, we're definitely going to have some exciting ways to interact with our current clients, as well as potential new clients. So we're really excited about that,
Mhm.
as well as we kind of come into the fall.
Yep, absolutely. Well, anything else to kind of end, hot girl summer or begin basic bitch fall?
Basic pitch fall. I think the biggest thing is just, stay safe, wear a mask when you're inside. You just don't know. And also enjoy a pumpkin spice latte, go apple picking, do fun
Yeah,
things. Like,
you can
be
still
safe,
be
but
outdoors in
also
somewhere
enjoy
like
it.
Philly. It's probably even easier to be outside because it's not ungodly hot anymore, or
Yeah,
hopefully won't be
fingers
pretty
crossed.
soon. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And I think you know there's kind of the mix of return to normalcy versus whatever that new normal is. And I think one thing that I see a lot is just, do what you're comfortable with. I think going forward, there's going to be so much of a hybrid approach to everything, to virtual conferences, in-person conferences. Full-time in the office versus full-time work for home will probably land somewhere in the middle. Like there's going to be hopefully a lot more flexibility out of all of this. So that's something we like to embrace here at Lodestar, and I certainly recommend that other folks try to figure out ways to do the same.
Yeah.
Well, Linda, thank you for going on this summer journey with me. I know the viewers will be seeing more of you to come in all of our marketing and this podcast specifically. We're definitely going to be doing other mini seasons like this, whether it be over the holidays or certainly next summer as well. So always open for other ideas and more things to talk about. We have like 3 more Marvel movies this year too. So maybe we'll have to do an emergency pod or something like that.
Yes. And if anyone has any ideas for a regular podcast or an interview or a guest you'd like us to see us have, please message us. We're always happy to look at that. And we're excited for our fall season. And we'll kick off next week with Jim being interviewed by our special guest, Brian Reeker.
Great. Thanks so much, Elaine. I really appreciated your help.
Have a great day.
Yep. Have a good one.